Hello everyone, my name is Josiah. Thank you for coming to my channel today. And within the next couple of weeks, we will be getting the 2022 Oscars. And of course, Hans Zimmer is being nominated for Best Score for his work on Dune. And I'm not going to be really surprised if he wins. I mean, we all know that Hans Zimmer is basically like the GOAT at this point. But I thought it'd be interesting to kind of sit back and think about 5 original soundtracks or scores from movies that I still think are really great and might even be underappreciated. So to start off on this list, we have Danny Elfman's score for the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. Um, I mean, I just think that this whole kind of soundtrack, this whole score for all 3 movies are just so unique and just so iconic at this point. I mean, that original Spider-Man theme that he had for those 3 movies is still like some of the best that we've had as far as Spider-Man is concerned. I mean, every time you hear that kind of like the violin coming in and like the drums and that we know like that Spider-Man theme is coming, it just really like gets everybody pumped every single time that you watch one of those movies. Um, and so, yeah, I mean, as more time goes on and the more Spider-Man films we get, I still think that one stacks up pretty well, and it's still probably the best. We also have Patrick Doyle for his score on the original Thor film. I mean, I just think that this score, it just really, I don't know, it kind of has this like fantasy aspect, fantasy and wonder. I mean, as far as the MCU goes, I mean, this was the really first outing into the Thor and like Norse mythology, and so you're bringing like you know, kind of creating this like atmosphere for Asgard. You know, it's space and aliens and their technology. I mean, I just thought it was great. And then I think probably my favorite track on that the whole score is probably "Can You See Jane." I think there's a lot of just emotion that song really brings. All right, up next we have Steve Jablonsky with his original score for the first Transformers movie. I think also there's just kind of like this just this kind of like exciting feeling, almost kind of in the same way that they had for Thor, but in a different way. There's like larger than life, um, alien robots that come from like another planet across the universe. It kind of, that score where Optimus and the rest of the Autobots are coming to Earth after Bumblebee calls them, and it just shows them, like that scene where I believe it's Optimus like comes out of the pool and they're playing that score. It just adds like the perfect emotion or feeling of like, I can't believe that I'm watching this, especially like in 2007. I just thought that entire score was just amazing, and it still is. It still is. Up next, we have Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross for The Social Network. I mean, I think The Social Network is just an amazing film all the way around. It's still one of my favorite films of all time, and I just think that score really just brings in, I don't know, I know I keep using this word, but a lot of emotion. There's a lot of relational drama between, Mark Zuckerberg and Eduardo, and the whole divorce case, and something about that score kind of has a sort of like melancholy feel to it, and especially in the really kind of rough parts of the film with the relational character drama, it just really adds into that and really feeds the emotions in those scenes. And last on this list, we have the Incredibles score with um, Michael Giacchino. This whole score just really, a lot of the narrative elements in The Incredibles kind of dealt with reflecting back on the glory days, of superheroes, and that's something Mr. Incredible really longs for and wishes that he was still living in those days. And that just that montage, especially when he's working out and getting back in shape to get ready to go back out there and be Mr. Incredible again. I mean, I believe the score really is called Life's Incredible again. And it really just does bring like this happiness to you every time you feel it. It's like, if you've been waiting for something for a long time, or you're really looking forward to something, and it just kind of, it's like finally happening. It just really makes you feel happy. And there's a lot of really exciting and suspenseful songs in that soundtrack for some of the most more emotional parts of the film, especially like that scene where Mr. Incredible breaks into the lab and he's looking up on the computer of all the other heroes that he used to know who have been terminated, and he realizes that that was Syndrome's plan this whole time to wipe out all these heroes. It just really brings like this drama, and like it really pulls the heartstrings as you see him just in disbelief at all those people that he knows just gone. But that's all I have for you guys today. What are some of your favorite scores that you feel are underappreciated? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.